blues got soul. This is a story ain't never been told. See the blues done got pregnant, and they call the baby rock and roll. The mother water said, you know the blues got soul. Little Walker said, you know the blues got soul. You know the blues got soul. Todd Parrott said it. You know the blues got a little bit of gospel too. You see the blues done had a baby, and they call the baby rock and roll. Come on, attendees that were here, did you have a good time this weekend? Will you come back again next year? Will you bring your friends with you? That's the ticket. The more people we get, maybe we can get a better room, read on rooms. Maybe we can get some more food.
I thought you were going to say get a better band.
I was going to say maybe we can get a better band. Give me a chance, man. Josh is my go-to, man. Josh is my go-to.
Just get my neighbor, damn it.
And they call the baby rock and roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may, Thursday night, we were here having a bit of fun, having a good time. We had Mr. Jim Burns with us on drums. Back on the drums, ladies and gentlemen, I've been having the privilege of sharing the stage with this gentleman since I was about 14 years old. He was taller than me then. Give it up for all the way from Fort Lauderdale just to be with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for Mr. Richie Corselli right there. Over here on the bass guitar, ladies and gentlemen, a man who's no stranger on this stage than any other stage he's on. My father, Mr. Denny Rowan, right there on the bass.
Thank you all so very much. Coming to you from the Garden State of New Jersey. Born in exactly the same hospital I was, though not at the same time. The Pitbull of Blues, Mr. Josh Rowan. Right there.
Now, dude, this whole Garden State family thing is expanding by leaps and bounds, man. We got Kenny from up that area, is ready, who's here. He's going to be playing some guitar in a little bit. He's also from that area, just moved down here. Yeah, man, we're all taking over. And nobody wants to be in Camden, that's why. It's like, get the hell out of there. Camden sucks. So now here's a funny story. Many years ago, as I said, when I was about 14 years old, my father and I walked into a blues jam in Hollywood, Florida, and saw a killer rock band playing blues. And back on the drums, with his ripped up jeans and his sleeveless t-shirts, was this man, Mr. Richie Corselli, back there on the drums. So we've been blending rock and roll and blues together for years ever since, and it's just been a hell of a lot of fun. So. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't the darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. House ain't be no home anytime she goes away. Although this time when she's gone, this time where she's gone, this house can't be no home every time she goes away. I know, she left the only thing alone. Ain't no sunshine where she's gone. this out, man. Give it up for my dear friend, Mr. Jerry Fio, right here. I mentioned this a couple of times to a couple of people over the weekend, but it's pretty neat, man. I got a phone call from a mutual friend, fellow guitar player. He was recovering from a minor car accident, and he had a gig booked over in Naples. He says, hey man, I've got like 3 or 4 gigs. I'm still doing my physical therapy. I'm not ready to get out and play, but I've got these shows booked, and one of them is with this killer harp player named Jerry Fio. I'd love to have you come help me out if you're available. And I literally walked in to a brewery down in Naples. Jerry and I literally met each other about half an hour before we were supposed to start playing. And we became really good friends because after 3 hours of playing music together, we went, wow, that was quick. Okay, cool. And we've been very dear friends ever since. And out of sheer coincidence, I moved over here from Fort Lauderdale area to move in with my better half, and come to find out Jerry is in the next community across the street from me. So we literally are less than a mile away from each other.
And we haven't seen each other
in about a month. Yeah. I haven't run into him at Walmart or Publix at all this month. So. But no, it's been really cool, and it's funny because the Fort Lauderdale area, there's so many musicians over there, and it's a really cool community that a lot of people have, you know, kind of broken off and do all these things. So to move from that area to move over here and really not know a lot of the fellow musicians, Jerry was one of the first guys that I met over here, and we really kind of, you know, hit it off well, and it's been kind of neat because he's introduced me to a lot of other players, and obviously a lot of you guys who I'm meeting this weekend for the first time. And it's been really neat because he is all about networking, and hey man, you know this guy and I know that guy, and we all need to get together and just do something fun like this. So he asked me about 3 months ago, he says, here's what I'm thinking, and I went, okay. And you know, what can we do to make it all work? And you know what, it's because of you guys supporting it that he can do it again, and hopefully again next year and all that kind of stuff. And for those of you who were here last night, I already sent him a YouTube link. I broke all the songs down that I set up my video camera again tonight as well. So of the songs where everybody's jamming and everybody's playing and all this stuff, I'm going to get it all broken down and put it all up through YouTube, through our Facebook page, and Jerry's going to send it out to all of you guys, so everybody will have it, everybody will get it. I'll break down the separate songs with Kim and your whole little group from last night, man. They came out really cool, so we're going to send them all out. Where's our mascot? He went home? He didn't. Okay. Richie, you missed him, man. The official mascot for the whole event got up and played harmonica with Kim, and then he's 90, what? 94, Vinny. Yeah. And he was so much better than Herb. Herb left. I told him, if he's not here, I will make fun of him all night. He left. I don't want to hear it. I'll send it to him. Herb's my buddy. I told him, if you're not here tonight, I will make fun of you all night. Tough. He's not here to defend himself, and I don't care. I love him. He's my brother. He's a good dude. But I won't make fun of him all night. In case you didn't catch the story, on Thursday night, we were doing a show. My father and I were doing a gig right near the New River in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And Herb comes up, sits in. He's standing about where Jerry is. And I'm playing, I'm not really paying attention. He's in the middle of a solo, and he goes, apparently he had to sneeze or something. But when he did, he dropped his Slidell harp. It hit the ground, bounced off his shoe, and went right in the river. And for those of you who play harmonicas, you know how much they cost. They're not cheap. He looks over. He looks at me, he says, how deep do you think that water is? I said, I'm not going in there. What'd you drop? He says, I just lost a $110 harmonica in the river. So a month later, he's still complaining about losing his harmonica in the river. I go to Harbor Freight, get him like 100 foot of wire, a rope rather, and a magnet. And I said, here you go, buddy. Hopefully you go find it. Anyway, he never did find it. Who do we got coming up, man? Well, last night when we were packing up, there was a whole table sitting over here that was doing like a hip shake kind of groove. So if you want, we can get into that. But hold off on that.
Kitty Cat wants to do hip shake.
Okay, we'll hold off on that one. We'll save that one for later then. I'm just making sure, because there was a bunch of songs that we were all talking about, so I'll make sure we got it.
Alright, so.
Can I take Vinny's place now?
Alright, this one's going to be fun. This one's going to be fun.
With you now? I want to play with you.
This song changes keys twice.
Oh, yeah.
We start in C, we go to D, and then we end up in E. So if you guys want to jump in on this, we're going to do the C part. We'll let you guys vamp on that for a little bit. Then we're going to do the D part. And then we're going to start in C. I'll let you know when we change to the next one. So get your harps out. We're starting in C. We're going to end up in D, and end up in E finally. So.
Okay, so we're gonna format this the same way. 12 bars, guys. Take 12 and give it to somebody else, okay?
That's right. By the way, we've done this for 3 days, Jerry, and we have not. Jerry, we've done this for 3 days and have not done one social drink with him. We have not. Absolutely. You do it well, my friend.
Everybody, please raise your glass, raise your bottle.
We're doing a social drink. If you do not have a glass or a beverage in your hand,
Just raise your hand.
raise your glasses. That's fine. If you have glasses on, raise your glasses.
Raise your glasses.
That's right. That's right.
This is to our men and women doing what they do so damn well way over there to allow us to do what we do so freely over here. God bless our troops. God bless America.
Absolutely. Cheers, y'all. We got some veterans
Do we have any
here.
vets here?
Yeah, Kenny right there, man.
Kenny, that's right.
Where are you in,
That's
sir?
right.
You too?
Jeff?
Where are you in, man? What branch? Air Force. Ken, Army, right?
82nd Airborne.
82nd Airborne, that's right, man. That's right. Give it up for these fine folks, man. That's cool stuff.
Tom Fiacco, why don't you come on in? Oh, I see you got all them marks already.
Yeah. All right. It's a pocket full of harmonicas, but we're going to have fun with it, man. C, then D, then E. So we're going to. Here's a song that was written by a dear friend of ours out of the Nashville area. And my dad used to work with him as like a bluegrass country group years and years and years ago. And I always liked the song, and we approached our friend George and said, hey man, we'd love to do your tune. He says, absolutely, have fun with it. So we kind of caging it up a little bit with Richie back here on the drums, so we're going to have a little bit of fun. Some old boys who knew back when, what's a man to do? Well, I'm so mad, Lord, I could cuss. I believe y'all wives out cheating on us. Shark who's raised a great big fuss. Well, what's a man to do? What's a man to do? What's a man to do? Got a little girl, she won't be true. Oh, what's a man to do? What's a man to do? What's a man to do? Got a little girl, she won't be true. Oh, what's a man to do? Just things up. Well done, well done. Working within key changes, man, that's good.